This week's going to be crazy. We've got a whole bunch of things we need to do before we hop back in the water. We've had a month of non-stop work, not a day off. We've been doing so many things. You can see those in the last few videos. We've painted the boat, done the bottom paint, but this week we're focusing on all the extra things. Rudders need to go back on with the new bearings. We're doing new hydraulic for the steering, heaps of electrical things, an inspection checklist that we're going through. So a whole lot of things we need to get to work. Ooh, I can't wait to get back in the water.
Yeah, let's get this rudder on.
Yeah.
But I mean, just for a test fit.
Yeah, test fit. We've got the new rudder bearings. Let's test this one.
This one right there. You want to throw that one on?
This way?
Yeah. So that's the repaired rudder. And you'll notice that if you put it back on here, it's got just the smallest bit of play. And that's because Durlin absorbs a little bit of water, and we did the math, and the max is 0.2 of a millimeter.
Yeah.
So it will tighten up just that little bit, but we have brand new rudder bearings. We have self-aligning rudder bearings on the top. And
you can see the rudders back together. I think that was that one.
Yes, this rudder is all back together.
If you wanted to see last week, we had it completely split in half, and you can see what's inside them. It's pretty cool. And Adam, our mate who's working with us on the boat, we met at the STCW safety course we did here in Palma. He's staying with us and he helped put it back together. We've been delegating different jobs. Darcy's been doing some things, Adam's been doing some things, I've been doing some things, Captain Coconut's been doing some things. She's mostly the one that's delegating though. Alright, let's test fit the rudders.
Oh, we need the here, I'll hold it. You want to grab the white thing? It's just on the tank there. I'm having fun. Oh, it's no, the rudder bearing right in front of you. Yeah. This one? Okay. I hold. Hold it. Beautiful. Yeah, can you hold please? Yeah. Rudder's going back on. Things are getting real now. All right, time to install the I don't even know what this is. Prop shaft. There's a brand new cutlass bearing in here. So hopefully it goes okay. Nice and smooth.
Look at that.
All right, now there's a bunch of stuff that I have to do inside, so I'm just gonna make sure that I haven't pushed this in too far. I think it goes to like about here, so.
And of course it started raining, so.
oh yeah, of course it's raining. It's all bolted up. It's just bolted in with 2 bolts, but it's tight. And this is one of the things we paid to have done, because to press out the cutlass bearing, it took them, I don't know, 5 minutes, and we would have had to like cut it out and everything, and so it wouldn't have been good.
Well, the sun's setting. It's been another big day. We're going to keep working probably most of the night and be up super early in the morning before the sun gets up, because tomorrow the inspector's supposed to come. At least we get a nice sunset to look at, and a nice pink boat to look at too. Alright, back to work.
What you got going on here?
Cleaning, clearing out the pipes that drain the water from around here so they actually drain better. And then there's also a little bit of water coming out underneath the boat, so I'm making sure that's clear and figuring out where it's coming from, and it's actually the pipes that drain these.
And then you're gonna maybe do some painting?
Yeah, That's why I started looking at this in the first place, because there was little drops of water underneath the boat, and that's where I was going to paint. But up here is where it's all coming from. So now I've changed jobs for a bit, which happens a lot. You get distracted or sidetracked because of something and then start on a whole new job, which takes a day or so. That's the old rudder bearing on the starboard side. Darcy's just about to take it out. We've got replacements, so time to get it out. We were about to just do a little bit of extra painting, but don't know if you can tell behind me, the clouds are kind of rolling in, so we're a bit wary to do that. So we've changed tack for the day and getting these old bearings out. While he's doing that, I'm going to ride to the shop. It's just within the boatyard, super close, and get some anodes. It's handy having the bikes because we're down one end and the shop's down the other end. So these are the new ones. This one's the old one. Still alright, but might as well put some new ones on here while we're doing everything. Yep, how's it going?
I think we're about to have a victory. I'm gonna go upstairs and use a giant pipe to smash this. And when I smashy smash, hopefully it drops. That's the plan. So stand back a little bit and let's do this.
And the actual bearings themselves have already come out. That's these, I'll pick them all up, but they're kind of like ball bearings, but cylinders, so they help the rudder post swivel.
Am I getting success?
Yep, keep going. Got it. Good.
All right, that looks good. The tube looks good. Just gotta clean it out a little bit. I don't need goggles before I reach up in there.
For some reason, Coconut really loves headrests, and she's taken to our Mexican Day of the Dead mask that we bought when we arrived in Mexico. She loves it for a pillow. There's definitely some rain clouds in the horizon, unfortunately, so the painting's not going to happen today. But we're doing a whole lot of clearing out. I opened up all the hatches because I thought it was going to be a nice sunny warm day, but they're going to have to get shut. Coconut's got the right attitude and just sleeping it off.
All right, we're just doing the rudder bearing here. So if I screwed everything if I drilled everything correctly, Adam and I were working on it, then these should all fit. And there's a plate underneath. Next.
No, can you go back
To 12?
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. Okay.
Push more, push, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Now hold.
Yep. Hold.
Up. Yeah. Up. That's all?
Maximum, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Take your time. I was joking.
I know. You just stay there, okay? And then
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, it's turning really smooth. Okay, maybe tighten it just a little more. I'm letting go. That was more for you than for anyone else. He already knows.
Go for it.
So smooth. So smooth. Oh, I love it.
That's
love
nice.
it.
Now let's just get the other side on and we're good to go.
Well, we still have to connect the prop shafts and everything. That's the last one of them. We still need to hook them up inside. Rudders, propellers, everything's on. The rudders, the last test fit has just taken place. So we're good to go. We just need one more spacer ring in this side of the rudder. Everything's gonna be good. Everything fits up well, lines up well. So we're totally excited with that. Now we just need to finish 1,000 other things.
There's a bit more tape up there, I can see.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll take the tape off of here too. But
and up there.
yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll you know, we'll get to the tape eventually.
Yeah, the tape is like the least of our problems.
Yeah, well, we're getting there. We're getting there.
So we're just in the port engine room. You were just in the starboard engine room and finished there. So what are you doing on this side now?
Well, I'm saving a really bad problem here, but I gotta be really careful. So this is our new, I got it I think, this is our new dripless shaft seal. Brand new in the box, but this little rubber, I think it's like a excess sealant that was used to seal this, was just in this little ball, and it was right by this tube here. And so what that does, I want to drop this, it allows water to come up here, and it helps lubricate everything, stops it from overheating. More than likely it wouldn't overheat anyway, but that's what this does. So the water can come up here, and it shouldn't be blocked off. And it was not completely blocked off, but as soon as that little rubber thing broke free, it did block it off. And that's yeah, that's not really supposed to happen. Anyway, so this face here has to stay extremely clean. You can't scratch it, you can't do anything. And same with the face of that. And so I'll show you how to install it right now. I'm just kind of getting everything suited. This was the old cutlass bearing. This boat has 2 cutlass bearings per side. And so this one actually looks significantly better than the other one did. So we put a new cutlass bearing in there, and now we're gonna put a new shaft seal in. And then we also have a brand new, looks kind of beaten, but a brand new coupling for the motor. So for the transmission and the prop shaft. So you got to make sure everything lines up properly, that there's no little jiggles and everything. There's a little lip seal on the face here to make sure it goes in the right spot. But it's easy enough to put in the right spot. You just got to make sure you do it. So let's put this in. And the first part of that requires Yvette, you going downstairs and pushing on the propeller shaft.
Okay.
Is my hand clean enough to hold the camera?
Probably not. Here we go anyway.
Okay, bad news. So we've fit this on. Just sneak down here, excuse my hand. So this has to line up with this. So this is the prop shaft and this is the transmission. And I don't know how much you can tell, but they're not lining up. There's like a fairly sizable, like it has to come up like that much for it to line up. So if we don't do that, things are going to be really bad. So we're going to have to adjust the engine mounts, and that's going to take a bit of time, but we can pick the engine mounts up a little bit, and it's going to be tilted forward a hair to match the angle, but then we'll get it right in line, and we'll get to putting it on. This is taking significantly longer than it was supposed to take. I was supposed to have been done both sides by now, but you know what, at least we're getting this done correctly.
Hello baby, did you just wake up? We've been outside all day working. It's just gotten dark. I'm going to work on some fender covers because we're going back in the water in 2 days. Or 1 day actually. And a bit of a mess out here, but both the boys are still working. Darcy's in the engine room. And Adam's on the bottom steps trying to get them done. And I'll be cleaning this up tomorrow when we can put all the tools away finally, which will be nice. Coconut has been having a nice sleep all day. She'll wake up later in the middle of the night about 2 AM and go crazy. I'm on my first fender cover. It's taken a while because it's by hand. I'm trying to do it as quick as I can though, because I would like to get some sleep tonight. But at least I'm getting some company by Coconut, which is making it nice, isn't it? And Darcy's just come in for a snack, but you've got to go back out to the engine room, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, I am.
It's going to be maybe an all-nighter, I don't know. We have very limited time left while we're in the boatyard, so we have to make the most of it.
This is all in and level, and it all mates up perfectly. Now, how you can kind of tell, there's other ways as well, but these bolts here, there's 4 bolts that have to go in here, and they should all be able to fit in just loosely. Like you should be able to just put them in without having to struggle or without having to do anything like that. They should just freely go in when you're putting them in. If you have to like pull something over to the side or something like that, then you know it's not aligned properly. And then you should also be able to push up. There's a, how do I explain this? So there's essentially a little ring here, and there's a little ring that accepts that ring. Like there's an indent here, and so they go in together, and those should just go in very easily. And it should be, again, you shouldn't have to like pull things to the side or anything like that. And then when you mount the 2 flanges together, they should sit flat to each other. And so all those 3 things were happening, and then you take a visual checker on the outside to make sure the space is correct. And then you tighten everything up. So that's what we're at now. Everything's tightened up. I just got to put the water hose back on this little hose here. That's all it takes is to go back on, and then that's done. And then we're gonna drop the rudders. So it's gonna be a big day.
Yeah.
Big day.
Also, you got to put some bottom paint on a bunch of areas.
Yeah. And we got to put a little bit more pink paint on.
Yep.
Some white paint. It's gonna be a day and a night.
And a morning.
Yeah.
So if you haven't realised by now, we're going back in the water tomorrow.
Ooh.
Woo.
Nervous.
Same. Another big step before we get in the water is to put the prop paint on the propeller. This is International's prop paint called Trilux. That's what I'm going to spray on now. You can see that it's red now. Adam, who's staying on the boat, took the propellers down to bare metal by sanding them, and then put the propeller primer on, just brushed it on. And then I've sanded any high points, just like where the paint has kind of built up a little bit. So now it's ready for the spray on propeller paint.
It's really key that you make sure the leading edge of the propeller doesn't have any big paint bubbles on it.
Ready?
Go. Shake.
Ready?
Yep.
So that's the first coat done. It dries super, super fast, so we'll be able to get a few more coats on today.
Let's drop these rudders.
Yeah. And they will need some coats too, obviously. Different stuff though, just normal bottom paint.
Just bottom painting right underneath the propeller shafts. Ha! The rudder shafts. And we're using Micron 99 by International. What is it, like 5:30 right now at night? And we don't have to launch until 11 tomorrow in the morning. So we're right on schedule. I'll give you a hint of what we just did though. Look over there.
If you forgot, we have not painted the bottom of the boat. We hadn't, but now we have. Looks great.
Now up. Go, go, go. A little bit more. Yeah?
Both the rudders are up. We just need to slap some bottom paint on here. And then gaiters, I'll show you guys what those are, need to be attached on the top side in the middle of the rudder to make sure there's no leaks. And
Middle of the rudder or middle of the rudder post?
middle of the rudder post. I'll take the camera in and show them later on. But there's still lots of work left to do today, so.
And the sun will be setting relatively soon. But we have got a lot done. You may remember on our last boat, both hulls at the bow had these big symbols or logos that we had made for sailing Supernova, plus the name Supernova. And we didn't have enough time to get that done for this boat until
Dun dun dun.
Pretty Good Stickers came to the rescue and sent us massive logos, the same one that we had on our last boat. It's the symbol that we've got on YouTube. We designed it ourselves back in, what, 2020 or something. So we're so happy that we get to put it on this boat as well. And also the letters for Supernova. So let's make this boat Supernova.
Woohoo!
We're going to start from this side of the boat instead because the side has a fair bit of wind blowing on it. So we're going to start with the easy side. Touch wood, easy.
Let's go. Okay. Better.
Alright, another job we got to do tonight, seeing as we're going in the water tomorrow, is put some anti-slip on this bottom step because the bottom step can get wet, so it needs to be sorted before we get back in the water. It's quite windy, so we've got Adam holding up the wind block and we're just basically putting the anti-slip through like a sieve. It's kind of like sand. Are you wondering why we're still up, Coconut? It's because it's our last night on land. Are you excited to go back out on the water? Oh, no, you don't have to hop up. Oh, but having been a big sleep there, haven't you? Wondering why we're not in bed. I've been making fender covers still. And we've been painting the rudders outside, and now on to the last coat of paint.
We are, yeah, what she said. If I don't end up in jail first.
Yeah, we just got in trouble for being downstairs working on the boat.
The security guard, I'm just painting with a roller, just being super quiet, just having my little headlamp, and I'm just painting with a roller, just doing the rudders, because we had to do another coat of bottom paint on the rudders. And is it 2 in the morning? Yes, it is 2 in the morning. Was I being extremely quiet? Yes. Is there any other boats anywhere close to us? No. But I know there's a boat behind me because I can hear the generator that's powering it, and it's much louder than anything that we're doing here, let alone over there. So, but for some reason, you're not allowed to work. And I don't know, I understand, but also we've paid way too much money to be here, and I'll be honest, I'm not really happy with a lot of things here. It's kind of disappointing, and so the last day I was kind of just like, okay, you know, I got to just do these rudders. It's going to take 5 minutes for me to finish. And then he kept on threatening to call the port police. And then I said, okay, if you have to call the port police, then that's what you have to do. Like, I just have to finish painting, I'm sorry. And, you know, you have to do what you have to do. And then he said, okay, well, no, like, I'm going to go cycle around again. This is after, like, radio calls and all this. And in Spanish, which I don't understand, which is my fault. And then he said, okay, he's going to go do his rounds. And if he comes back and I'm still painting, then he's going to call the police. So it took me about 30 seconds to finish because I was painting the entire time he was talking to me. And I don't know. I'm yeah, not the most pleasant time at the STP boatyard.
No, we can't say we've enjoyed a lot of the things about how they've treated us and the place and different things. So
kind of, it is what it is. I was very polite, but we're just in a position where I'm sure if the yard manager was here, he would just be like, just let them paint. And like we're one of the only boats that doesn't have a generator running like full blast. And I'm not talking about like a generator in a boat. Like there's a generator beside like the boats out of the water and stuff. And they're just going, and we're tucked away in the corner here. So anyways, I just got to mix a little bit of paint, then the bottom skid, the anti-slip on the bottom step will be done, and that's the step that gets wet when like wakes come by and stuff. So get that dealt with, and then probably gonna take a shower and then grab maybe 3-4 hours of sleep, get up and finish up the list of things we have to do. I have a big list on my phone of stuff that absolutely has to be done, and then a big list of things to do to check when we're still in the slings in the water. So I should stop rambling and start mixing some paint here.
But it's an important day, and I cannot wait. I've never wanted to be back in the water as much as I have after this day.
I'm with you on that. It's like we had to go walk and get our own garbage bin, and we had asked for a garbage bin, and we had to several times. They take it away when it's full and they don't bring one back. And we're like far away from everyone else, so there's no like garbage bin, and we just had to go walk and get our own garbage bin today. We've been here for about a month, just over a month maybe, and we paid like 1,000 euros almost for garbage.
Which is why today we were like, they're not even letting us use a garbage bin, and we're paying 1,000 euros of additional fees that was never in the initial quote or any of the emails. Even just like the ladders that they brought to the boat charged 200 euros on top of the actual cost of it just to bring to the boat.
Yeah, and you know where they are? See right behind me that there's this scaffold here? That's where all the scaffolding is kept.
And we got our own.
and we got our own, and we were charged 200 euros to get our own scaffold from right there to bring it to the boat, because we asked for it several times and it was never brought.
And that's on top of the actual fees for the scaffold, which was a lot more than that.
Anyway, we're complaining too much.
We are.
I think it's because we're overtired. There are some very lovely people here at this yard, and some people who have done really, really great things for us that, you know, to be honest, we probably couldn't have gotten this level of service at other yards. So it's a great yard. Too expensive, and the security could be a little bit nicer. That's all. We leave it at that. It's probably our fault.
Let's just mix this paint and not get in any trouble. You want some breakfast? Have some cat grass first. Well, the sun is just getting up. It's lighting up the buildings. I love this time of the morning here. There's the sun. We only got a couple hours sleep, but it's going to be worth it when we get back in the water. Whew, it's really chilly this morning. It's also really windy. The sun's just peeking up over the horizon over there. Whew. I'm so excited. And it's done. The pretty good stickers are on both sides. So glad it's done. A little bit tricky, making sure you don't get too many bubbles and scraping it, so we took quite a long time, but it's done. I'm happy. We got the name on the boat again. Woohoo! Okay, almost time to splash. I'm so excited. A little bit of cleaning up to do, putting a few things away, but we're pretty much ready to go. So we've been working like crazy since we got up this morning after just a couple hours sleep. So we wanted to make sure we were ready by 11, which is when they said they were going to come. But I guess they've gotten busy because no one's come. It's 1 o'clock now, so I decided to make another fender cover while we're waiting. Just have an extra one. I think we'll have 6 now in total with nice covers on. But yeah, we'll see if they come sometime this afternoon.
I see Captain Coconut is just resting up.
Resting up before the big launch. Here comes the slings. And we got to get taken back out over there and then dropped in the water in there somewhere. Woohoo! Very excited. And as you can see, we don't have our mainsail back yet. That's unfortunate because now we're going to have to pick it up and take it back in the dinghy, but it's all right. Oh, Coconut. Stop being so cute. We got to clean up the boat. We got to get ready.
Oh no, she's charging the tax.
Oh. All right.
What a cutie.
I know.
Aww.
Are we ready to get in the water there?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Coconut. Oh, we are so late and we have so much to do.
She does not care. She wants all of the cuddles.
It's finally happening.
So they give us these red things to, like long material to hang over the side of the boat to protect the boat from the slings, which is really good, especially with our new paint.
This spot was never painted when it was held out of the water last, so there's definitely in need of some bottom paint, and they're letting us hang for a little bit. They said 1 minute. So we get 10 minutes for it to dry, and then we're gonna slap another coat on. He's got a timer. Start it, but like start it in 5 minutes.
It's been 10 minutes, so the boys are putting one final coat of bottom paint on the boat. It's been nice having Adam here helping with all these extra things. Gives me a bit more time to film as well, and just everything else, because there's been so many things. We've been so overwhelmed with how much stuff we've had to do, but we've managed it. We're getting back in the water. We're so happy with all this work that we've managed to get done. So yeah, let's hope, fingers crossed, touch wood, everything else that can possibly help us get in the water with nothing going wrong. Well, she's about to go in the water. All's going well so far.
I'm not nervous. I'm looking forward to this. Got a couple of checks that we got to do as soon as we get lowered into the water. Make sure nothing's leaking because we've changed some important stuff. But it was all leaking before, so it's got to be better, right?
Definitely. I'm so excited to get back in the water and sleep at anchor again.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. 1 month and there's no boat here anymore.
I know, it feels weird being here without Supernova above us. But it feels good. It feels really, really, really good. Alright, we decided to go a little bit further than just outside the port because the waves are actually quite big, bit of swell coming in from the south, and we're on the south of Mallorca, the island. So we've come to a bit more of a protected anchorage, and we'll probably stay here for a fair few days. So it looks quite nice. Have a look. Gorgeous. We'll show you more tomorrow when we've got a bit more time. The sun's going to be setting soon. But for now, we just need to anchor and get some rest. Can't even hold the camera, I'm so tired. I'm very happy as well though. Woo! I'm so happy. This is honestly like one of the best sunsets we've ever had. Not so much because of the sunset, although it is very beautiful, but because it's so nice to be back out on the water after being in the boatyard. And we weren't there that long, less than a month, I think. And some people are there for way longer, but it's just so nice and so rewarding after doing all that work. We were non-stop the whole time we were in the boatyard.
No days off.
Not a single
You,
day off.
me, and Adam. Not a single day off for the past month and a week.
Yeah, it was just crazy. We do have a lot of work still to do because we've got big plans coming up. But it's just so nice being out on the water, and it's going to be really nice doing the boat work back out on the water. That's why we like doing our boat work. But tonight we're going to do no more boat work. We're going to enjoy ourselves, have a nice dinner all together, and enjoy the sunset and let the waves and the swell rock us to sleep. I love it. I love it so much. It just makes it so good when you're in a boatyard and you think, is this all worth it, doing all this work? Like, is this really worth it? Is it that good when you're out on a boat, out on the water? And it is. That's all I can say. It really, truly is. It's so nice.
Remember to like and subscribe if you want to follow our adventures. And if you want a bonus video every week, please join us over on our Patreon. Huge thanks to our patrons who kept us going for that rough time in the boatyard. See you next Friday.